Frank, when did you get an inkling that there was something amiss last night with the Knicks and Derrick Rose?
Well, Jeff Hornacek at first told the media before the game that everyone was available except for the one rookie, Kuzmiskas, and then right before tip-off, they announced that Derrick Rose is not going to play and that he's not with the team. And I think what you just said about Phil Jackson is 100% right. So by 7 o'clock, the Knicks knew that he wasn't there, that Derrick Rose wasn't in the building. And by the time the game ends, Phil Jackson should be the one that has to get up there and explain to the media what the situation is. Jeff Hornacek every day has to address, why'd you guys lose? Why did you play this guy? Why'd you call timeout here? What's going on with this player? He has to answer enough questions. This is something that he shouldn't have to deal with. And I think it shows poor leadership on Phil Jackson's part. And I think it just speaks to the accountability in the franchise. It all starts at the top, and you have Phil doesn't want to be, kind of held responsible for what's going on. Derrick Rose is a no-show, doesn't even feel obligated to call anybody. And even Carmelo, who we all like, it's the third time that he's been kicked out of a game, and it looked like Carmelo was kind of bailing out on his teammates late in the third quarter of the game.
Okay, do we know the story about Derrick Rose? Was there a family emergency that he was flying back to Chicago? Did he fly back to Chicago?
Yeah, that's the sense that from a couple of people have said that he is in Chicago. I don't know the reason why he was there, but I would say this: if it were a family emergency, I can't imagine that whatever it is, whether it's with his son, his mom, his brother, whatever the situation is, I just can't imagine how he can't take what would amount to 30 seconds to text someone in the Knicks organization just to say, I got something going on, I'm not going to be able to make it to the game tonight. I can't imagine that you can't take 30 seconds out of your day. That's what it leads me to believe that it's not that. And maybe it's just him pouting. Maybe he's just upset with how things are unfolding in New York. If you go back to last season in Chicago, he showed up on media day and he was talking about his free agency, which was still 2 years down the road. So that's been a focus of his. And maybe he's thinking that the way things are going on in New York, this could impact his free agency. Maybe he's in a little bit of a mental funk right now. But I would also think that, let's face it, the money being thrown around in the NBA, if he has an okay season, which he's been having, he's having a better than okay season, he's going to make pretty good money. So I don't know why he'd be that worried about his free agency. He might not get Mike Conley money, $150 million, but he's probably going to get paid because everyone gets paid in the NBA.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.